Do you trust social media?
No, not really. Look, at this point, I'm not too sure.
But I don't think you can trust social media fully in any way at all.
I think it's very important to fact check things that you see on social media because, I've seen a lot of things about the LA fires, and then I Google it and I'm like, oh, maybe this is not real, maybe it's artificially generated.
I think there's a lot of lies and a lot of people trying to promote their own things, so, don't really believe much.
If you're not sure how much you should trust social media, you're definitely not alone.
No, I don't trust social media, but don't get me wrong, I do learn lots of good things on social media, but also you need to know what to believe and what not to believe as well.
I want to say yes, but then there's also a part of me that wants to say no because you don't really know what's behind it, who's really running it.
But people are talking about it a lot more lately because many of the world's biggest social media companies are going through some serious changes.
I'm about to sign some very important executive orders of our new administration.
We saw a lot of them on day one of Donald Trump's presidency, when he signed an order guaranteeing freedom of speech on social media. He also ripped up a bunch of rules on AI safety and announced a huge AI infrastructure program. And he delayed the TikTok ban, the one he originally proposed back in 2020 because of concerns to do with data protection.
Goodbye, TikTok.
Honestly, today, I'm just feeling sad.
Guess what? TikTok's back.
The last 24 hours on this app needs to be made into a movie.
I want to thank President Trump for his commitment to work with us to find a solution that keeps TikTok available in the United States.
In early January, Meta announced it was ditching its fact-checking program and moving to a community notes feature similar to X, which relies on users adding additional context.
The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. But now we have the opportunity to restore free expression, and I am excited to take it.
Meta announced today they're getting rid of fact checkers, something that, oh my gosh, this is not good.
While Google has rejected the EU's fact-checking requirements in its search results and YouTube videos. Representatives from some of these companies also attended Donald Trump's inauguration. In fact, some of the most exclusive seats were reserved for powerful tech CEOs, who also happen to be among the world's richest men. Yep, we have Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and Sundar Pichai. Donald Trump's not alone in having wealthy friends. Plenty of billionaires also financially supported Kamala Harris's presidential campaign. But the direct involvement from people like Elon Musk has made some a little skeptical.
They control Meta and social media platforms, so I think they might be swaying the public opinion a bit.
The people running the social media, like Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, will be pushing their political ideals onto it because of their connections with Trump. They will try to make people agree with them more, even through changing how the algorithm works and such.
I don't think I could have answered that better.
I think that they're very smart, and if they have a big connection with Donald Trump, they could influence things.
Yeah, they've done really well with money, but I don't know, I just have some theories that they know stuff that we don't. They know a lot of stuff behind all of our backs, and they have a lot of power over the world.
I would almost argue that the money itself isn't necessarily what's powerful. It's that they own these incredibly wide-reaching, powerful platforms. They get to be close to the policy-making process that will protect their companies from competition.
This is Victoria Elliott, a journalist with the US publication Wired.
But I think we can see tech companies preparing for this moment. Donald Trump, he was incredibly prickly with Meta and Mark Zuckerberg when they started doing things like fact-checking, having more robust mis- and disinformation policies, which are really actually a response to Donald Trump's election in 2016, this sort of idea that, the internet was full of all this unreliable information and it was threatening to democracy. And so there needed to be these fact-checking programs, often supporting newsrooms doing that work. Now, with Meta's case and Google's, the rollback of their fact-checking programs, there is no government order telling them they have to do that. It's very much them performing a sort of ideological alignment with the Trump administration because they are deeply afraid of being regulated.
I think it opens the door for misinformation, and yeah, people might start to get in echo chambers of their own different ways of thinking. So yeah, I think it could be dangerous.
We're losing the things that ensure that we can trust at least somewhat the media we have, because media literacy is already really important, but with AI and everything it's really hard, and removing fact checkers, it's only going to get harder to know what we can trust.
People who just say random stuff on the internet and just get away with it. I don't think that's beneficial at all. Personally, that's terrible.
But there are plenty who welcome the changes and say they promote free speech.
This update from Mark Zuckerberg today actually gives me some hope for once.
Now, some great news in regards to freedom of speech and Facebook. Guess what? It's back.
There might be a bit more freedom, and we might be able to see more things online that weren't online before, in terms of freedom of speech and people's opinions on things that, are a bit controversial. We're supposed to all have a voice and share our opinions without feeling discriminated because it's our platform.
So where does this leave us, the people who use social media?
In many cases, a lot of people don't feel like they have anywhere else to go. People might want to get off Facebook or Instagram, but then it would make it hard to keep in touch with people. They might want to get off of Twitter, but then where would they get their news? They control these incredibly powerful platforms, and they can change what shows up there.
Do you think it will have an impact on Australia?
Yes, I think it will be mainly American, just because they do own these companies. But I think it will impact Australians as well.
It's going to probably influence what we get given on the actual social medias and how we start to see what's going on in America.
I think we might be okay. Personally, I think we'll be okay. Hopefully we don't get impacted too much, but we should be okay.